Hey guys, welcome back to the main event, Daniel. And yeah, we're heading back to WCW, God only knows why. And we're doing Halloween Havoc 1992, spin the wheel, make the deal. I like the concept of, a randomly spun or drawn match or whatever. I mean, as long as you don't just like throw in like a coal miner's glove match, we should be fine. Anyways, so let's get into it. We're going back to October 25th, 1992 at the Philadelphia Civic Center in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. And we're in front of like 7,000 fans. And the main event, coal miner's glove match, Jake Roberts versus Sting. Let me get a little drink here. Oh, I'm tubby. And I don't hydrate good. So, I know like all last week, or last weekend, I just bitched the entire time about how a lot of these matches that I was reviewing then was main event matches, but they weren't for the title. Like, they went on after the title match for whatever reason. It just irritated the fuck out of me. And this is the one match where I'm not even going to say it's an exception to the rule, because it's the one time it is a rule to me. And the reason why I'm saying this is, the reason why I'm okay with this match, which is not for a title. In fact, the world title match was Ron Simmons versus the Barbarian, which came on before this. Speaking of which, the Barbarian, I am unfamiliar with WCW, like, especially in this era. I was aware that Jake the Snake wrestled here. I totally forgot Barbarian came over here at this point, let alone got a world title match. Like, seriously, the Barbarian slaves away for fucking ever in WWF, doesn't do much. Comes over here, world title match. Just world title match. Jake Roberts, same way, slaves away forever. Never achieves anything more than like the upper mid card. Comes over here, main event pay-per-views in singles matches, not just part of a Royal Rumble or elimination match or anything like that. No, headlines it. Anyways, I digress. So the reason why I'm okay with this match headlining the pay-per-view, I mean, when you look at the entire card itself, I mean, what other match can really be the headline match anyways? But, kayfabe, this match was non-sanctioned by WCW, which I always love that. I love when any promotion has a non-sanctioned match and they're like, listen, this match is going to be too brutal that we can't even endorse it, blah, blah, blah. However, tune in on our pay-per-view, pay us the money to watch it. Oh yeah, we're not going to close down the arena or anything like that. No, you can use our referees in our ring and all that. I mean, it's non-sanctioned. It's non-sanctioned, but tune in on our station to watch it. But it's a non-sanctioned match because these guys, apparently this feud was going to get out of hand, and they decide to spin the wheel, make the deal, where, you got to spin the wheel, and there'd be upwards to like 10 different random matches on there, and all of them were insane and crazy, and WCW just didn't want it on their hands, so they made it unsanctioned, which to me feels alright to be at the end, because then it's like, okay, our regular pay-per-view's done. Now we got this last unsanctioned, I would have liked to have seen them kind of do a we're done. Like, okay guys, what you just finished was the sanctioned pay-per-view, we're done with that. If you want to stick around for this match, go, just play it up more like it is like the WCW, or just kind of walk away from it. I don't know. But anyways, but since it is an unsanctioned match, it would typically go on after the event. It makes sense to make this your last match. So there is no exception to the rule. That to me would be the rule. So I'm okay with this being the main event, the headline, if you will, this pay-per-view. Now once again, and I'm pretty sure this was random. Like, they literally had the wheel, you spin it, whatever came up, and this is it. And I just think it's funny. I think as a kid, I would have basically creamed my pants at all the different rules, because they had I Quit, they had First Blood, Bob Wire, Cage, Bull Rope, Russian Chain, all these awesome matches. Which once again, as an adult looking back, I wouldn't expect it to be like ECW Hardcore Extreme, right out the gate. But as a kid, you don't know that, so it's like, holy shit, we could see some hardcore shit here. Before hardcore was even a word in wrestling. But the one thing you wouldn't want to see would be the coal miner's glove match. It almost feels like these people ran out ideas for matches, and they're like, what else can we put? And they're like, I don't know. They even had the Prince of Darkness match, which was technically a blindfold match, which would have been great because Jake Roberts has, history with that. So it just seems like it'd be, I don't know, it would have been good. It just seems like the one match you would not want on there is the one that happened. But I don't know, once again, I'm pretty sure it was legit. Like, this was not like a scripted, like, it was almost like, really, whatever happens, happens. And probably why, since it wound up being such a lame choice, probably why they never went back to it. I'm not sure if they ever did that with the Raw Roulette. I'm not sure if that was real or rigged or whatever. But anyways, getting ahead of that. So we got these two guys. And basically the rules are, as put, it's a regular match, but you get this pole. And goddamn, what a pole. That thing's fucking huge. It's right. Anyway, look back there. There's a more. It's a massive pole. And at the top of that pole is the glove just sitting on top of it. It's not like the, whatever on a pole match where it's kind of hanging off of it or whatever. Like, no, this is literally sitting on top of the pole. And I'm thinking, who's going to climb up that thing? Like, literally. Like, it wasn't going to be Jake, I'll tell you that right now. And I was like, I hope it's Sting. Hope he gets to the glove because it was so high up there. I'm thinking, like, dude, you put yourself through a grueling match. Like, I know these guys are conditioned, well-trained athletes. But, like, I don't care who you are. After you're going through a gruesome bout to try to climb that pole, I hope you have the energy to get up there. Like, seriously, it was that high up there. Like, to me, I think you put anything on a pole, you just whatever the average height is, stand on top of the rope. That's how tall your pole is. So you can just reach up there and grab it. So it's too high if you're on the ground, but as soon as you go on top of the rope, you can snatch it. That to me is adequate enough. But here they put this thing on a 20-foot fucking pole on top of like seriously, it's insane. But yeah, and then it was legal to use and apparently it was a Cole Myers glove, so I'm guessing it had metal in it, on it. It looked like it had a little bit of something right there. But I'm sure it's supposed to be like the whole thing was just fucking lead. But anyway, that was the match. That was the match right there. Jake Roberts versus Sting. Getting mad. Right off the bat, the action pulls outside. It kind of brought up a question to me because at one point Jake Roberts pulls a chair out and he hits Sting with it. The referee seems to be okay with it. And the whole time they're kind of harping on this whole like, well, the referee's only there to count the three. He's not there to. But then later on, Jake Roberts is choking Sting out with his wrist tape. And the referee not only breaks it up, but he pulls all the wrist tape off from Roberts. And I was like, what the fuck? And then this kind of made me think of, okay, anything on a pole, this is Cole Myers glove on a pole, we've had nightsticks on a pole, chairs match. Any kind of match where it's an object is legal. Like, what happens if you don't use the object and you use something else? Is that just automatic disqualification or what? Because here he used the chair and it was okay. The referee didn't seem to think anything of it. But I'm like, what if, again, I'm on kayfabe, roll with me. Roll with me. I'm a 31-year-old man who's putting too much thought into this anyways. Just roll with me and humor me. But, let's say it's a chair match. And then, you got two guys fighting. And, one guy just pulls out a ball bat and just starts beating the shit out of his opponent. Like, the chair never comes into play. It's just him beating the opponent to death with a ball bat, and then he makes the pin 1, 2, 3. Does they count the pin, or is he just disqualified right off the bat? Right off the bat. But anyway, but what is what is the rule there? I don't know. It just always bugged me because I'm like, if you can use anything, then why just stipulate to a certain weapon? Why not just make it a no DQ match or whatever? You never get counted out in a nightstick on a pole match or whatever. So it just seems like it's a no DQ match. With just one weapon we're going to provide for you, but you can grab anything else you want from around the ring. I don't know. Maybe I'm putting too much thought into it. But it did seem kind of odd that they let the chair go, but choking him with the tape was just going over the edge. I don't know. Anyway, so one of my favorite little moments of this match, and it's just a minor little thing, but I liked it nonetheless. Jake Roberts, he's in the corner. I don't know if he's trying to climb up to the thing yet or if he's just in the corner. But Sting's on the outside of the apron. So here's Roberts down here. That's the pole. He's in that corner. And then Sting's on the outside on the apron. And he just runs it. And he grabs onto the pole and swings around and clocks Jake. And I'm just like, I just love that they incorporated the pole into granted, this is a tough gimmick. Because in all honesty, this is pretty much a singles match with the pole. Literally, the glove does not come into play until the very, very end. And even then, they only make a run for the glove 2 or 3 times, if that. So, essentially, you got yourself a singles match. But the fact they still try to incorporate it, in there somehow, even if it wasn't just for the glove, but the actual pole itself, I like that. I thought it was kind of neat. The end of the match comes when Sting's going, he's shimmying up the pole. He did it. He could do it. But while that's going on, Cactus Jack comes out with a sack bag and he hands it to Jake. Of course, Jake puts a glove on. He reaches in and pulls out a snake. He says a cobra. I didn't see the hood pop up, so I don't know. Maybe it was. But either way, Jake's got it. But at this point, Sting's got the glove. He puts it on, decks Jake with it. And of course, as that happens, the snake attacks Jake by mistake. And then Sting rolls him up 1, 2, 3 while this snake's dug into Jake's flesh. Here's the thing. I'm being very generous by giving you what was supposed to happen. In reality, as Sting was coming down, Jake's already putting the snake on himself, trying to like, oh, I got bit. And then he got hit, and then he does the rope thing. And you can just tell the snake wasn't quite biting him at first. It does eventually get to him, but right off the bat, it doesn't. And I'm not going to dock him on that one because, A, I've seen a lot worse come out of WCW. So the fact that that's the worst thing to come out of this match, I'm going to let it slide. Like, you know what? No big deal. It's okay. Cool stories. Cool little ending there. But anyway, Sting wins. So, and in the end of the match, Jake is literally like, he's trying to get the snake off, and he's stumbling backstage because, you know, there is venom coursing through his veins. I kept feeling bad for the snake, though. He kept, like, falling on the snake. And I'm like, wow, easy, buddy. But anyways, and his Sting, just being the ultimate good guy that he was literally just like, you know, get an ambulance back here. Someone help him. Like, his bitter enemy who was trying to kill him. Because let's face it, he was trying to get bitten by a snake, by a cobra. That's his results in death. And even when his enemy tried to kill him, and it backfired, he still had the compassion to be like, hey, let's get some paramedics back there and help him out right now. So I like that. I think it's a nice little touch right there. A nice little touch. Yeah, so that was the match right there. What I think of it, I liked it. Honestly, it was just cool to see Jake the Snake in a main event role, which he should have had long ago. I don't get me wrong, I'm not saying like he would have been better than Hogan or whatever, but at the same time, he definitely deserved a spot up there. And I felt like he did work a long time. And granted, I know he had personal demons at this time that was preventing him from, you know, keep rising or whatever the case may be. Doesn't matter. It was long overdue, and, you know, unfortunately it didn't last long. But for this one pay-per-view, he headlined, and it was awesome. Yeah, I mean, the match itself was really good. Like I said, Sting, you know, as far as his athleticism go, he's at the top of his game. And then Jake Roberts is always just a master in the ring, and this is at a time when he can still wrestle. And I don't mean that in a derogatory, you know, way. I'm not trying to insult the guy, but we all know as years would go by, it just got worse and worse from him in the ring. So he's still pretty good shape in the ring. Maybe the demons are getting to him a little too close at this point, but as far as his in-ring work, it's not bad. And this match turns out pretty good. Once again, if there's a flaw, it's the fact that they just had this lame match on the wheel at all. Like, literally, it could have been anything else. I think it would have been better. With that said, they did the best they could with it, and I like the ending. I thought the ending was really well done. Once again, even if he is trying to, like, you know, you can tell he's purposely trying to attack himself with the snake. It's a live animal. It's a cobra. If it was a cobra, you know, it's a little hard to train those guys. You know what I'm saying? So the fact that, you know, it came out as well as it did, not bad, not bad. So yeah. Not much to say beyond that. I liked it, so it's you know, all right. WCW is such a mixed bag. Sometimes I'll do a review and I really like them, and then other times it's like, son of a bitch, this is fucking horrible. This is one of the good times. So let me know what you guys thought about this match. Leave your comments down below, and yeah, tune in tomorrow night as we head back to WWF for the final pay-per-view of the year, Survivor Series 1992. So that's all I got, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Till next time.